Using formulas in geometry. Our objective is to apply formulas for perimeter, area, and circumference. Why learn this? Puzzles use geometric shaped pieces, and formulas help determine the amount of materials needed. Let's look at perimeter and area. Perimeter is the sum of the side lengths of the figure, and area is the number of non-overlapping square units of a given size that exactly cover the figure. So let's look at the perimeter and area of a rectangle, square, and triangle. The perimeter of a rectangle can be thought of as L plus W plus W. Well, you have 2L, so 2L, plus the 2W, so 2W. Or you can think of it as 2 times L plus W. By the way, the L and W would be length and width. Area equals length times width. With a square, all the sides are the same, so they usually represent that with an S. So for perimeter, you have 4 sides of a square, so 4 times S. And the area would be S times S, and S times S is S squared. The triangle is a little bit trickier, but not by much. For your perimeter, simply add up all of your sides. So side A plus side B plus C. For area, you're going to take 1/2 the base times the height. Now, it's important to make sure you know which one is the base and the height. The base can be any side of the triangle. However, the height is a segment from a vertex that forms a right angle with the line that you're claiming is the base. So if this is our base here on the bottom, your height needs to meet it at a right angle. Your height has to meet the base at a right angle. Okay? So let's try a couple of examples. Find the perimeter and area of each figure. A rectangle in which L is 17 and W is 5. So for perimeter, we have 2 times L plus 2 times W. Well, our L is 17, so we can substitute 17 in for L. And then we can substitute 5 in for W. And then we can simply simplify. So we have 34 plus 10, which gives us 44 centimeters. And then for area, area is simply length times width. So we'll substitute our 17 in for L and our 5 in for W, which gives us 85 centimeters squared, because you're talking about square units. All right, well, let's try this triangle. So our perimeter equals A plus B plus C. So our A is 8, our B is X plus 1, and our C is 4X. So for this one, we're going to have to combine like terms. So we have 5 X's, and then 8 and 1 make 9. We can't go any further than this. All right, well, let's try area. Area is 1/2 your base times your height. So we have 1/2 B, which is X plus 1, times the height, which is 6. And when you do that, you end up with 3X plus 3. Let's look at a real-world application. The Texas Treasures quilt block includes 24 purple triangles. The base and height of each triangle is about 3 inches. Find the approximate amount of fabric used to make all 24 of those purple triangles. Well, the area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. So we can find the area of one triangle, as each triangle is got a base of 3 inches and a height of 3 inches. So we have 1/2, 3 times 3, which gives us 4.5 inches squared. Well, we have 24 of those 4.5 inch square pieces of purple triangle. So we can simply then do 24 times our 4.5, and we get 108 inches squared. Let's look at circles. In a circle, a diameter is a segment that passes through the center of the circle and whose endpoints are on the circle. A diameter is just the longest chord in a circle. A radius of a circle is a segment whose endpoints are the center of the circle and a point on the circle. The circumference of a circle is the distance around the circle. Circumference is kind of like perimeter. So the two formulas you need are circumference and area. You can think of circumference as pi times your diameter, or you can think of it as pi times 2 of your radiuses, so 2 pi r. The formula for the area of a circle would be area equals pi r squared. The way I remember it is I know that area is a squared, like square inches, square feet. So that's the one that has the r squared. Let's try an example. Find the circumference and area of the circle. Well, the formula for the circumference of a circle, you can either use it as 2 pi r or pi times diameter. In this case, you're given the r, so it's probably easier just to use 2 pi r. And then substitute. So substitute 3 in. 2 times 3 is 6, so we have 6 pi, which is about 18.8 centimeters. Let's try area. Area equals pi r squared. So if we substitute 3 in for r, we'll have area equals pi times 3 squared. And 3 squared is 9, so we have 9 pi. Well, 9 pi is about 28.3 centimeters squared. And that completes our lesson on using formulas in geometry.